Morning, this is Brian. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, and I'm here in Scripps Ranch again. This time, I am here at Evans Pond, right next to the Scripps Ranch Library. Here, just off of Scripps Lake Boulevard, which is above us. I'm going to take a small hike or tour of Evans Pond and see what kind of interesting things I can come and find as I walk along the shore of this place. So it'll probably be a pretty short video. It's a small place, but I want to see what kind of things I could find as I'm ambling along here. First of all, big sugar gum here, the Eucalyptus cladocalyx. A pretty big tree. Maybe not the tallest, but dang, it's got a nice girthy trunk on it. Looks like a nice little quiet place to come and contemplate. So this is Evans Pond. It looks like there's a filtering mechanism or something in the middle of it there. There's the library right there. So I'm just going to aim around and just shoot some video over here, see if there's any interesting wildlife I can see. I do see some little mosquito fish swimming around. Probably won't be able to see it very well on camera because the shade is making everything dark over here. But I just got done doing a hike right around Miramar Reservoir, which is just across the street. Hiked up to a really small random peak and then hiked around portions of the lake to get back. Just an awesome adventure. There are a lot of little use trails and trails, especially on the north side of the lake, which are great to explore. But let's go get a few pictures and we'll take a short loop around the lake. Alright, so before I start looping around, here's a native plant right here called marsh fleabane. This is Pluckea odorata, variety odorata. It's a member of the sunflower family, the Asteraceae, and I can see it's already starting to develop its flower head buds. They're going to be the flower heads. Sunflower family, flower heads, composite flowers. And when they open up, they'll be purplish pinkish color. And odorata refers to the very aromatic scent when you gently rub the leaves, and you don't have to barely touch them. And they're very fragrant. It's kind of a pleasant, almost sage, camphor aroma, kind of mixed. So we're going to be mostly looking at non-native botany around here. But when the native stuff does pop up, believe me, I will discuss it. Ooh, and I think we got Cyclops wattle here. This is Acacia cyclops. It's blooming. I'm trying to see if it's fragrant. It has little powder puff yellow flowers. Yes. Acacia cyclops. Non-native Australian species. Very nice. Somebody's over there maybe taking wildlife photography. I don't want to disturb him or her, so I'll try to go on the high ground. This will be a pretty short video, but I wanted to spend some time exploring this little area. Evans Pond. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little spot. Definitely worth an exploration. Let's see what else I can find. I'm gonna try to take the high road not to disturb the guy too much. Even little picnic tables here to kick back if you want to bring your lunch here or something. There's another filter, bubbler thing. Probably filter water. So I'm going to give that person a berth. Might be doing wildlife photography. Okay. See you on the next clip. Wow, it's beautiful. Ooh, a native toyon. There we go. Small heteromeles or budifolia. That's a gorgeous Eucalyptus cladicalix grove here. This one's a big one right here. It's a pretty big tree. I'm just gonna follow this. Maybe see if I can cut around the other side. Whoever was over there, I think, is getting up to leave, but let's see. Looks like the pond ends somewhere over there. Let's see where this goes first. Make a nice little exploratory video out of this today. Very nice. Oh, there's a bridge. There's a little bridge over here too. Cool. Alright, this might be a little bit more of an adventure than I thought. I'll take it. I'll take it happily. This must be a feeder creek during the rainy season. Okay, this is going to be a pretty nice little loop. I wanted to explore this little area for a little while too. There's another huge cladicalix over there. Another monster back there. Huge trunk. And we also got Comodulensis here too. This Eucalyptus Comodulensis is mixing in here. Some huge thickets over here. Trying to see what's in here. There's actually a trail here. How dope is this? Okay. Oh, some old eucalyptus trees that passed on. Yeah, this is, we're in Comodulensis now. What do we got here? Spiny redberry, Rhamnus crocea. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And of course, small, looks like a Nuttall scrub oak. These are not fruits, these are galls. Flies and wasps and other small insects. They penetrate the tissue of this plant, and then the plant tissue swells, and then the insect lays eggs, and the larvae develop inside of those. That's a type of a gall. That's like a Quercus dumosa. Now we got some lemonade berry here too, some roost integrifolia. Pretty nice. And they can even adapt to the eucalyptus woodlands. They'll even grow right in the middle of eucalyptus woodlands. Cool. This is definitely worth you some photographs. Wow. Nice, cool and shady down here. Today's supposed to be a pretty hot day. Where I live, it's supposed to be in the 90s. Over here, probably upper 80s. It's July. This is what's to be expected. There's a little, like there's a little use trail over here. Let's see what I could find if I head off over here. What do we got growing here? Look at these. I think this is broadleaf cattail. I'm not extremely fluent in my cattails. Not sure, this might be Typha dummingensis, but it also could be, or Typha latifolia, or Typha dummingensis, which is the other one, southern cattail. We got rushes here. And then, ooh, what do we got here? Douglas mugwort? Artemisia douglasiana? Or is this fleabane? No, this is marsh fleabane again. These look like previous year's flower heads. They grow larger here. Yeah, this is Pluckea odorata, variety odorata once again. Marsh fleabane is pretty common here. I think I know what a good place for a good spotlight video would be down here. So I could cut through here, but I want to loop through the whole lake. I'm glad I'm taking the slightly extra distance. I could have cut through here to get to this side, but that charming little bridge. I'd rather take the longer route anyways. I'm not even bringing my backpack and water with me. This is a very short hike. Very short hike, so I'm not even really gonna need anything. Let's just loop around the lake. Maybe short in distance, but sure not lacking in beauty. Look at these. Look at scrub oaks. Very handsome little scrub oaks. Eucalyptus cladicalic seedling. Oh, and then these trees by the office buildings. Those are related to the eucalyptus. Those are Brisbane boxes. Ophostamen confertus. They're related to the eucalyptus. Ooh, western goldenrod. You got western goldenrod here, it looks like. It looks like Eothamia occidentalis. Yeah, I wanted to get a spotlight video last year, but I saw it before it bloomed. I thought September would be a good month. But yeah, I think we got Eothamia occidentalis. Looks like this one did flower last year. I'll have to check that out. That looks like grass leaf or western goldenrod. Guess we got that growing here too. I'm gonna get a few pictures of that as well. Just gonna double check, just fact check myself, make sure that I didn't misidentify it. Got mule fat here, Baccharis salicifolia, subspecies salicifolia. You got a little piece of that action here. It's more lemonade berry. And here we are on the south side of the lake now. Yeah, look at that. They got a lot of Brisbane box trees with huge leaves on them. Let's get a lot of water there. Okay, what do we got going down here? I think those are great-tailed grackles. Been hearing them around Lake Miramar. Looking for amphibians too. Trying to see if there are any bullfrogs. Usually bullfrogs would be hanging around these spots here. I'm not seeing anything. So far, I see a lot of mosquito fish. Little fish swimming around here near the shoreline. Might be able to see them swimming on camera. Maybe. Gambusia affinis. Okay, pretty nice. go ahead and head up here and keep poking around. Here's some more Myoporum. It looks like Myoporum parvifolium or parviflorum. I always forget which one it is. It's a small ground cover. Pretty nice. I have to admit. Pretty nice little area. There's another handsome little scrub oak. Look at that. Look at the tiny leaves on this one. Little acorn cups. Gosh, I love scrub oaks so much. There's another toyon. Heaven's Pond. I'm definitely taking my time. I'm enjoying this. Interesting little service road there. There's a little field over here. Probably off limits, so I'm not going to tempt fate. But all that yellow haze, it's all fascicle tarweed, Denandra fasciculata. All that yellow haze on this little field here. It's just about all fascicle tarweed, punctuated by eucalyptus shoots, little eucalyptus shoots. Cool. Very interesting, to be honest with you. I'm going to take my time on this. Yep, there's Scripps Lake Boulevard right over there. I'm not parked at the library. There's a little pull out there. I think it's okay to park there as far as I can tell, but I checked it out anyway. Worst came to worst, I would just say park at the library. Maybe stop beside the library to make your visit official. Alright, let's get some more photography. There's a great-tailed grackle right there. Quiscalis mexicanus. Those things are very noisy birds, and I love it. I love it. I love it. That was a great-tailed grackle. Quiscalis mexicanus. Let's get some pictures around this beautiful pond. That's it chirping, by the way. That was the sound of the great-tailed grackle. We have ourselves a little tiny Gooding's black willow right here. Yeah, a little tiny Gooding's black willow. And now we're coming up on some mallards. So I don't want to disturb them too much. But yeah, we got a lot of females too. Maybe a different species. Might be a different species of duck. It'd be hard to believe that those are all just a whole coven of female mallards. That's a great-tailed grackle calling up in this eucalyptus tree. The one I showed you kind of zooming across the sky is... There we go. There it goes. Great-tailed grackle. Yeah. I first came across that species when I was at Hendricks Pond, Hendricks Park. Yeah, it looks like there are a lot of female mallards here. There are a couple of males, but a gang of females, it looks like. Like I say, unless those are different species. Yeah, I think we got different species of ducks here. Just love watching them just wading across the shore. Never mind that humming sound, it's just an electric generator or whatever that is. I'll take the high road just not to get too close and irritate the ducks too much. These are something different, I think. They got green heads like mallards. They're a little bit bigger though. I don't know, great-tailed grackle. They have such crazy calls. Yeah. We got something different here. Definitely bigger than a mallard. It's got a little more of a different iridescence to it. So those are males and females. Very beautiful birds, very beautiful ducks. Looks like there's a source here. So it looks like this pond is kept going by irrigated water, I think. There are a couple little signs around the lake where it says irrigated water. Yeah, there's a little fountain source over here. You can see the fountain source. You can see all the mosquito fish. Yeah, those are all mosquito fish there. Sometimes you wonder how these fish get here. Sometimes I think they're purposely introduced. They're not really native. Sometimes you'll see them in places where you'd never expect to see them. Yeah, here's a little irrigated source right here. There's a lot of mosquito fish in here. There's a common sunflower. Here's more of that Pluckea odorata, variety odorata, marsh fleabane. More of it right here. Ooh, yeah, Helianthus annuus, the common sunflower. Pretty neat. Yes, there must be filtered water here. Very peaceful. And another Gooding's black willow. Pretty neat, not gonna lie. We definitely have mallards here on the other side. The quacking sounds, those are mallards. There's something different over here. Yeah, this would be a good place to do a spotlight video on Pluckea odorata, variety odorata. So I might invest in that. Alright. I'm gonna go try to go to the rim of the parking lot. I'll see y'all in the next clip. Ooh, an Aleppo pine. Or maybe an Afghan pine, actually. Look at this aloe. Ooh, what do we got here? Caribbean copperleaf, Euphorbia cotinifolia. Yeah, this is a plant. It's a spurge family, Euphorbiaceae. Euphorbia cotinifolia. Wow, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back to our house parked. Wow. A lot of lemonade berry in here too. All right, we're here. This is parking lots for library users only. That's why I parked. I'll show you where I'm parked. But look at that. Short loop around Evans Pond. Parked right down here. See my car. Right down there. That's basically going to wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching. See you on my next hike.